Hello, online pipe community. Ethan, Parsimonious Piper here. Today we are doing YouTube Piper's Care. First, in a Wiley red oak finished pot, gifted to me by Piper's Mantle. I am smoking some Tabac Manil S.M.R, their La Valute variation. Have been smoking it off and on all week, well, every day, and different pipes, etc. Talk about that on Tuesday. But for now, let's dive in. Curmudgeon Piper informed us that last week the Divine Miss Lee had a medical emergency requiring an ER emergency room trip. She is back home and recuperating, but if I understand correctly, it's heart related, and that's a scary thing. Smartiebob. Smartiebob is having his hernia surgery tomorrow. If I understand this one correctly, this is the same issue that kept him from being able to get to the Columbus show, and we missed him. Well, hopefully this will take care of the issue and he won't have to miss next year. Stephen Roberts, old goat man Stevie, shared in a couple of videos this last week. He had recently had at least one significant seizure, and you should go and watch a couple of his videos from this last week. He opened up about some issues that he has had related to the seizures. Yeah, if you're interested in getting the full and correct details, make sure to drop by his channel. And even if you're not, we're gonna send you there here at the end of the video to give him some support. I have been very fortunate. No one in my family, going back a few generations, has dealt with seizures, and I know other families where they're just sadly a routine part of life, and sometimes a very difficult one to deal with. Swaggy Man Piper 1926 shared that this last week his pastor's wife died somewhat suddenly. She had been ill, but they weren't expecting it to be an end-of-life illness. You have a family and a congregation mourning an untimely loss. John Roscoe, Buckeye, is looking for a job in a very tight job market. I know lots of folks sometimes chime in and go, oh, but there are tons of jobs out there. Well, depends on what your field is. If you're really looking for a job doing something that you know and are good at, sometimes it's not as easy. I know in my particular field, it is narrow enough that I would not be able to find a job here in the local area at all. I would likely have to move back west. So that is a tough spot to be in right now. The market is not as rosy as the media would paint it. Last but not least for this week, S.M.R. Randy, after we were hopeful last week that his father-in-law had been cleared and would be coming home from the hospital, he is still in the hospital. No doubt that's where he needs to be, but that's a little frustrating. To compound this, Randy told us he's got some medical tests coming up this week, and and he would appreciate us keeping him in mind. So, as always, all of these guys will be down below. Drop by. Leave them a comment. Let them know that you are thinking about them. Give them some encouragement. Keep them in your prayers if you're the praying type. And if you're not, you should be. With that, folks, it's a beautiful day. Absolutely beautiful day here. I want you to enjoy the beginning of your week with something you like. Talk to you later.